We must be careful even how we express the things that we call testimony in church. With all due respect, and I don't mean to bruise your ego, it's too early, I'm just arriving.
Ever catch yourself like low-key bummed out by someone else's big win? Like, good for them, obviously, but also, maybe I should be doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, today we're diving deep into this whole success envy thing.
Yeah.
And get this, our source material is, wait for it, a sermon.
Okay.
But hold on, before you click away, the message is so much bigger than religion.
Okay.
It's about navigating those moments when someone else's spotlight makes you question your own path.
Right.
And the speaker starts with this super thought-provoking analogy. Picture a whale stuck in a tiny aquarium.
Oh, wow.
We'll unpack that whole thing in a bit. But first, let's talk about this thing the speaker calls the testimony trap, which I am so guilty of.
Yeah, the testimony trap. It's this tendency we have, and I think we see it everywhere, not just in, religious settings.
Oh, for sure.
To kind of frame our successes in a way that maybe unintentionally diminishes everyone else's role in them,
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like, that time I aced this presentation at work, totally forgot to mention my teammate who pulled an all-nighter on the graphics.
Exactly. It's so easy to fall into that trap of presenting ourselves as the sole architects of our wins.
Totally.
But the reality is, success is rarely, if ever, a solo act. Think about a recent accomplishment that you're really proud of.
Okay.
And who were the people who supported you along the way? Was it a colleague?
Right.
A mentor? A friend? A family member even?
Oh, that barista who makes the perfect latte to fuel your creativity,
Yes. We're all part of this much larger ecosystem, and recognizing that is, I think, crucial. And it actually leads perfectly into the next point the speaker makes about this idea of a commonwealth where everyone benefits from shared victory.
Okay, so it's like that whole rising tide lifts all boats concept, right?
Exactly. So think about it like, say someone in your field, a colleague, a competitor even, lands this huge project or gets some big recognition.
Right.
Instead of feeling envious, what if you tried to see it as a win for the whole field?
Oh, interesting.
Because their success could lead to new opportunities, raise the profile of what you do,
Right.
even just spark new ideas and collaborations.
So it's less about seeing someone else's success as our own personal failure.
Right.
And more about finding that, shared excitement, that energy, and using it as fuel for our own journeys.
Exactly. Which brings us back to, I think, one of those powerful analogies I've ever heard about this.
Yeah.
The whale in the aquarium.
Yes. Okay, tell us more about this whale because I'm fascinated.
So the speaker basically asks us to imagine, this magnificent whale stuck in a tiny glass tank.
Oh, heartbreaking, but I get it.
It has all this power, all this potential, but it's confined to this completely inappropriate environment. And I think so often we can find ourselves in similar situations.
Okay, so elaborate on that.
So if your skills, your passions, your aspirations, if they're those of a whale, why are you trying to squeeze yourself into a goldfish bowl? Why are you trying to make yourself smaller to fit into a space that wasn't made for you?
That's so good. It's not about shrinking ourselves or dimming our light. It's about finding the right ocean, right?
Yes, exactly.
The place where our unique gifts and ambitions can truly thrive. Okay, but how do we actually figure that out? How do we know if we're in the wrong aquarium, so to speak?
That's such a great question. And it's something I think about a lot. It starts with, self-reflection.
Okay.
Really asking yourself some tough questions.
Like what? Give us the questions.
Well, think about, are you surrounded by people who challenge and inspire you?
Okay.
Are there opportunities for growth and advancement?
Right.
Does your current environment, whether that's your actual workplace or your creative field or whatever it is, does it allow you to fully utilize your strengths?
Right.
And pursue the things you're passionate about? And if the answer is no, then maybe it is time to, at least look around and explore, see if there's a bigger pond out there.
I love that. So, okay, let's say you found your ocean, you're swimming with other amazing whales, but there's still that little voice in your head, right? The one that's like, wow, look at that whale go. I wish I could do that. How do we keep that admiration from turning into envy or discouragement?
I think that's where that conscious perspective shift comes in again.
Yeah.
Instead of letting that admiration morph into, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'll never be that good.
Yeah.
You can flip it and ask yourself, what can I learn from them?
Ooh, I like that.
What are they doing that I can maybe adapt for myself?
So it's turning those I wish that were me moments into how can I learn from this opportunities?
Exactly.
So powerful.
Because at the end of the day, someone else's success doesn't have to diminish your own potential.
Yeah. Right.
Celebrate those wins, find that inspiration, but always remember to stay focused on charting your own course in your own ocean.
And that brings us to the heart of it all, right? What's your ocean?
Yeah.
What kind of aquarium are you swimming in right now? And are you ready to dive into something bigger, something bolder?